And of course, we'll stay on that story for you later this morning as well. Now, to another big court case. The ex-boyfriend of Tembisa hospital nurse Lebogange Monene is back in court today as well. The policeman accused of shooting dead the mother of his child on the hospital's premises back in February. Terrible story before turning the gun on himself. Let's find out what we're expecting. Aviwe Mtila, senior reporter on the case for us. Hello to you, Aviwe. What are we expecting later this morning? I imagine court getting underway just after 9.
Around 9:15, Gareth, is when we're expecting this magistrate court in Tembisa to hear that matter of Lucky Mudau. Of course, he's charged for murdering his ex-girlfriend, Aviwe Mtila, 30-year-old, which was killed, we understand, at the parking lot of the Tembisa hospital, an assistant nurse at the time. This matter appeared just a week ago on the 11th of July, where the wheel-bound Lucky Mudau came in. The matter was postponed hardly 5 minutes, as we do understand. He was asked to then seek his legal representative. Now, depending on that, we should then possibly hear the bail application. But of course, it is of that gruesome murder that happened. And Lucky Mudau tried to take his life as well. And he was hospitalized for the longest of time. Hence, we're only now seeing this matter come to the magistrate court here in Tembisa.
And help us understand as well the backwards and forwards on the various delays in the court case. If I'm not mistaken, the accused at one point was even in a wheelchair, for the reports I saw earlier in the year are anything to go by. So do we know if the court case is actually going to get underway this morning?
He was in the wheelchair the last time he appeared here on the 11th of July, which is about a week ago, and he's been attending physiotherapy, and we do understand there are reports that he might even be paralyzed. He has been hospitalized for the longest of time under police guard, given that he attempted to take his own life after allegedly brutally killing his ex-girlfriend, the 30-year-old Aviwe Mtila. So we're expecting him then to come here once more in that wheelchair, but we do understand now he has been given the go-ahead to attend this legal matter, where he is then supposed to account for the allegations that he is charged for. The last time we were here in court at the Tembisa Magistrate Court, we did see Aviwe Monene's father, who was also quite emotional, saying that it was the first time seeing the alleged killer of her daughter, and of course those emotions still embedded in him, but he said he'd let this matter go forward and hopefully get the justice that they deserve as the family.
Let's talk about that family for a moment. Expectation they will be in court, because I remember earlier this year we had a conversation about her young child, just 3 years old, taking her death the hardest, still walking out to her car in the driveway, assuming that mommy is still in that vehicle, not quite understanding what's happened to his mother.
Still difficult for the family. As I mentioned, the father was here just a week ago on that first appearance of Lucky Mudau, as he was coming in that wheelchair. Father very emotional, taking it hard, given that that's the very person that allegedly took the life of her 30-year-old daughter. So it'd be difficult to forgive. Even some media reports suggesting that he's unforgiving at this stage because they can't get the life of the daughter back. Still quiet outside court here in Tembisa at this moment. We haven't seen family, but you'd expect as we get closer to the proceedings, they'll then start trickling in, and we'll get the latest then when it comes to the family, as the second appearance of Lucky Mudau is expected to be underway just after 9 o'clock here at the Tembisa Magistrate Court.
Aviwe Mtila for a senior reporter. We'll go back to you again later in the morning, no doubt, as court gets underway around 9:15 this morning. 25